Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome to Life Like Bunny. I am Bunny, the life that is of. Today I've got another video for you guys. If you've not read the title, today's video is me talking to the hot people. Me talking to general people, but specifically dating for them motherfuckers. I hope you watch this in drones because I'm speaking to you. What I'm saying is, racism is the only invention white motherfuckers will refuse to take credit for. They will take credit for everything. They invented ancient Egypt. They invented Mesopotamia. They invented Romani Greek. They invented Idabalabadoka. They invented Africa. They invented America. They're the big white savior. You need capitalism. You need them in your life. Otherwise, you're backward. Them motherfuckers, yeah? They will take credit for everything. But then you tell them, hey, you also invented motherfucking racism, and now suddenly we want to talk about reverse racism before we even talk about the subject in question. Now reverse racism exists. Take credit for that too, innit? Yeah. When they told you in them books that you went and conquered people and what do you think the conquering was? You've watched movies, you've played video games, you've read books about what they called the young people, Vikings. They've told you about Vikings, and you've seen the little bit of a whole movie about Vikings and how they went, raped, pillaged, were awful people without mercy. They just did the most horrible, gruesome shit to any village they landed on. And that's the same fucking shit they brought to Africa. And you think that is not racism or colonization? And then when I bring that up, you just think, but the empire was so great. We were great. Britain was so great. The great English. Okay. And then what you leave behind? You left racism behind. When you looted, you left holes behind of things that were meant to be there. You left us ill-educated because you took our art. You took our art, and so does this fake capitalistic version of studying that you've not even perfected, that is shit, that is there to just create workers. You stole the art. You racist piece of shit. Racist. Why did you take credit for that? Yeah, you should. If you want to say you invented America, discovered the USA, you discovered it, also recognize the fact that all the people that were there, the native people that you pillaged, the native people's land that you stole, right? You were being racist to them too. That's how you were able to quote unquote conquer and colonize and discover. It's because you acted and enacted violence on those people, and that violence is racism. Racism is the system. Even the fact that some of you are ill-educated on this, that's part of the system. The system needs you not to know, because if you knew, your human empathy would kick in. Perhaps some of your human empathy will get awakened, and then you go fight them instead of fighting me like the way you're being manipulated to. But they leave you unaware, so you don't fight them back and you fight me instead. The fact that in the UK, you have to pay so much money to get a British passport. So much money to get a British passport, even if you've done all this shit legally. However, the individual British person who's born here, especially white people, do not know or even understand that these hefty fees are being put onto citizens, and they're being put onto their literal neighbors. People don't know that. People don't know that. People, when I told them all this shit I have to pay to get this passport, they were gasping for fucking air. They were gasping. They were like, that's the racism we're talking about. That's the racism we're talking about, that you cannot experience, which cannot be reversed, because it doesn't matter how much somebody can treat you bad because of your skin, they don't have the ability to deny you a passport. The same way every single person could be incredibly nice to me and beautiful to me and 100% not racist to me, but because of the fact that there is this weird random fucking barriers put in front of me that they will never be put for you, that means I'm experiencing racism even when people are being kind and nice to me, because it's a system set up to exclude people. Okay? So please, when somebody say what you're doing is racist behavior, instead of being quick to get defensive, instead of being quick to get angry, instead of being quick to think that you're certainly now the shittiest person to exist, sit down and examine your behavior. First and foremost, apologize. I am so sorry that my behavior has made you feel like shit, my friend. Now, I will take it time to investigate why I have these racist tendencies and think about it. Being told that you're racist, girl, is like being called stupid. We both suffer from it every now and then. It's like colorism. You could be the most pro-black person. You would love, like, you'll be a black person who loves other black people. You're like, you want to project the love out there. But you'll be caught out by fucking, what is it called? Colorism. Either way, it doesn't matter whether you're trying as hard as you can, because you don't live in people's skin tones. You will be caught out and be colorist. So when somebody comes to you and say, hey, that's colorist, you could just apologize and examine your behavior to be better. That's it. It is not a gotcha. It is not some moral inking on you. It becomes a moral inking on who you are when you start to deny it. In spite of evidence, in spite of the fact that your people's museum is full of stolen shit. And also the fact that you don't question, where is the colonial money? Where is it? Where is it? Because you are poor still, barely able to eat food and afford anything. Like, think what, man? What, British man? What, British woman? Think, people, think. That's it for today's video. Do not forget to like it. Comment your thoughts down below. What did you think? Do you believe that racism is one of the only things that white people refuse to take credit for? Especially when you tell them what they did was racist. That's when they'll jump flips and change backwards like a motherfucking snake and tell you how they're not racist and how now you made them feel bad and now you're the racist one. Now they are crying and now it's a thing. Comment it down below if you've experienced that. Share the video with whoever found it useful. I don't know if I said that. Eat pussy, suck dick, and everything in between. You understand? My chance. In my pussy, in my pussy, in my pussy. Bye-bye. 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 Eat pussy, suck dick. One by one, you hung them high. Your hands are steady and you sleep at night. How did you? You're hard and stone. I don't back now. Let go. Hangman, you owe me a debt. You stole him from me. I hate